I try, but my body doesn't respond. I have cramps in my legs, so doesn't respond the way I really want. But you know, it is what it is. We learn from that, and we move forward. And I know what mistakes I made in the fight and in the camp too. But uh, that's what it's boxing about. I think um, a winner doesn't mean you need to win every time. No, you need to learn from everything, from the losses, take the losses, and learn from that, and move forward, and still doing the things you love. I always give all his credit, no, but he need to. We need to run it back. That's why my tough. When after the fight, I say we need to run it back this fight because I don't feel the way I really want, uh, and I need to make this fight happen again, no, and it's gonna be different. I think for him to deserve all the credit, he he need to give me the rematch, obviously. But I will. He decided to retire, and we need to accept that and move forward.
All right, man. Let's talk. So Canelo Alvarez is making his runs, talking to the zone. Rick Reno is like one of the top people at with Turkey Out of Sheep. That's the guy that y'all kind of see in the pictures, and I don't know where he came from, but doing the interviews and stuff. So, what he pretty much saying is, he had cramps in his legs, and that was the reason he had the performance versus Bud, and he mad that Bud didn't give him a chance for a rematch. I mean, I feel like he didn't get Lara a rematch. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you gave Triple G a rematch. You feel what I'm saying? But you didn't get Lara a rematch. So, I mean, we can get into, all these different types of rematch talks and all that type of stuff. But, I mean, no, he don't owe you nothing. And Bud said he really wanted to retire. He really wanted to retire after he fought, Errol Spence. And at the end of the day, when you get dudes, kind of talking about retirement, that it ain't never good. You should never speak it. You should, and that's just my personal opinion. You should never speak about retirement. You know what I'm saying? Not in the professional sports manner. Never speak about retirement. You should never really speak about it because, oh damn, I have to keep running. You never speak about it, man. Because once you speak it into existence, and then it's gonna happen. Whether it's via injury, via bad fight, via, you don't really speak that shit into existence. But he was thinking about it. I know he was saying, 38 was the age, or 37, he didn't want to fight too long. And he don't owe Canelo nothing. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, he gave him an opportunity, but it wasn't an opportunity out of, well, I want to give you an opportunity because, it was an opportunity based off you didn't want to fight David Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? You didn't want to fight David, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? You didn't get a Lara rematch. You know what I'm saying? You didn't fight Demetrius Andrade. You didn't fight Jamal and Jamel at 54. You created a 155. I mean, he did a lot of whole shit. He did a lot of whole shit in his career, man. And he did get Triple G a rematch. Mayweather, I don't know if he seeked the rematch with Mayweather or not. Don't really blame him. They matter. But he don't owe you nothing. They always, want the black man to do what they wouldn't do. Had, he won that fight, and people were saying, well, he robbed Terence Crawford. Would he gave Crawford a rematch? Absolutely fucking not. He would absolutely not gave Terence Crawford a rematch. See, that's what I kind of be preaching to y'all, man. There's a lot of people that come in my comment section still saying, why are you going hard on this guy? Are you going hard on that guy? Like, bro, y'all know why. Like, y'all not self-respecting black men, bro. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, what different worlds are we living in where y'all don't see the problem with what these dudes be saying, bro, and how they be moving. Y'all be sitting there be looking clueless, like y'all don't have a problem with it. And I'm like, if y'all don't, that's cool. But me and you ain't the same, and don't be trying to talk about you a solid dude then, or you a proud black man. Then you not, and I'm cool with that. Be on the other side of the line. But they're always asking brothers to do stuff that they wouldn't do. And you know why? Because y'all the same ones that's protesting for ICE. Y'all the same ones feeling bad for them. They don't feel bad for you, man. They tell y'all to shut up and y'all have welfare and shut up and they don't feel bad for you. Why do y'all continue to have this sympathy for people who don't have sympathy for you, who don't have issues with your, who don't care about what you went through? They want you to suit up and boot up for all their battles, but they don't even want to send you, they don't even want to lend you a cup of water when you going through your battle. They don't want to get you a bottle of Gatorade. They always asking us to turn the other cheek. They also always asking us to take the higher road. And, you know, at the end of the day, you know, there's no way we can coexist in America if we didn't. If we didn't, you know, at some points, I just feel like we should have just banged it out and went extinct or won the war. That's how I feel like it should have went down. But a lot of people under the impression that you got it good. You oppressed. You know, you oppressed in your own neighborhood from your own people. The number one enemy of a black person is another black person. 7 times out of 10. And we all know that's the truth. But, you know, that go back to Africa. People don't even know that. That's how a lot of brothers got and sisters got here, because they would enslave other tribes in Africa and sell them off or use them as their personal slaves. That's what they don't talk about. Was it or original black? Was it black people in America? Yes, already. Was it the indigenous people of Australia black? Yes. Some of us came from the continent. Some of us didn't. And they come in my comments and say, well, you know, we're not black. We're out. What the fuck you think what the difference is? What you think the difference? Ain't no fucking difference to these people out in nowhere. Ain't no difference. But in other words, basically what they saying is this. We don't want to fight next to y'all. We feel like and that's cool. I don't have an issue with it. That's cool. Take the N-word pass, take hip hop, nigga, give us Afro beats back, come up with your own shit. Tired of them jokers in the comment section. Well, you know, they are cool then. Don't ask us for nothing. Don't ask us to come help y'all, save y'all, nothing. Y'all still under Brad's thumb more than we are. We got a bigger excuse to be than they do. All the resources in the world. But yeah, they always asking us to do what they wouldn't do for us, or they wouldn't do in general. No, that shit is over with. And I seen Bud, and I got a video coming about Bud saying that $100 million, he wouldn't do $100 million to come back, and then she wouldn't do $100 million. He wouldn't do $100 million. But then people, you know, him and Andre Ward, he said he would do $100 million. I mean, shit changed. Hypocrisy, yeah, shit changed. That's one thing about it. You learn growth. Shit changed. Shit changed in life. My mindset I had last year, it might be the same, but it might be tweaks. 10 years ago, it might be same, it might be two. That's why you see a lot of dudes, man. You see a lot of these brothers in their 40s, they get with white women. Or they get with other type of, they become passport bros. They travel along. They tell me I gave my black card in, because once you take so much brutality from your own people, you know what I'm saying? Once you take so much brutality from your own people and shit like that, it's tough. It's fucking tough. You know, once you just constantly see when everybody, you know, doing the crime, everybody, your people, is the ones doing the damage and all that shit to you, you get done with that shit, bro. Real quick, fast, and hurry. So, you know, for Bud, that's his stance. I can't knock it, but should he give him a rematch? I mean, I don't really think it warranted a rematch. I feel like he whooped Canelo ass, but if he wanted to, so be it. I mean, it makes me, you know, different. I'm not, you know, thirsting for the fight. You know, but I mean, I don't know, man. That's up to them. You know, that's up to them to do it. But if you want to walk away, you want to walk away. Sometimes you take a year away, 2 years. He used to take a year away, a couple of years away. He might want to come back. But usually when they come back, they broke. You know, usually when they come back, they broke. So hopefully that ain't the situation for him. You know, he got a house full of kids. He got another kid. You know, he got all this shit going on, you know what I'm saying, in his life. So, I mean, I get it. But if he took care of his money, he made the proper investments and all that type of stuff, You know, if he do come back, it's probably just for the love of the game. Probably for the love of the game. But honestly, with Canelo, man, it's just, yeah, it's hard. Oh, I had cramps in my legs. My legs was cramping and stuff and all that. And I know what I didn't do. And it's always fucking excuses with these fucking losing ass foreigners. Pacquiao, my shoulder was hurt. It's always excuses. Marquez had excuses when he lost to Chris John, when he kept losing to Pacquiao. These motherfuckers never just take their L. Miguel Cotto had one of the biggest excuses in boxing, bro. I really never heard him use that shit as an excuse about what happened with Margarito. That Miguel Cotto, we never. That's another good what if story in boxing. What happened if that never happened to Miguel Cotto? You know what I'm saying? What happened if that never happened to Miguel Cotto? He was a different animal. Zab Judah, Shane Mosley. He was a different animal before he ran into Margarito. And I never heard him use it as a fucking excuse on why his career, kind of, went the way it went. It still was a good Hall of Fame career, but it could have been better than that. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, he could have been better than that. But you never hear him use it as an excuse, man. So, hella fighter, Miguel Cotto, hella fighter, Terence Crawford. Canelo's a hella fighter as well. At the end of the day, these motherfuckers be sour. Take your L and keep it moving. You got a dude coming up 2-3 weight classes, bruh. You supposed to pack that motherfucker up. You don't deserve a second look. And if I'm Crawford, nigga, I want 100% to nothing. If you want a rematch, I want the whole pot. You've been hammering niggas on the books for years. Nigga, I want an 80-20, 90-10 split. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah. But, hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the link tree, find me on X, Facebook, Kick, Twitch, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Amazon, Kick, Twitch, the whole 9 piece.